Good evening and welcome to Boart Longyear Memorial Gardens in beautiful North Bay, Ontario, the gateway to the north. Thanks for joining us on OUA TV tonight. I'm Matthew Sukram. Tonight, the Nipissing Lakers host the Windsor Lancers as we begin the 25-26 season. Windsor finished fourth in the East last year. They went 14-8-3-1 with 43 points, but they lost in the play-in game to the York Lions and missed the postseason. Meantime, the Nipissing Lakers won a second straight East Division title with a 16-6-2-2 record for 51 points, but they were bounced from the postseason in the semifinals by the Waterloo Warriors. The Lakers and Lancers faced each other twice last season, and they each won in each other's building. The Lancers beat the Lakers 4-1 here in North Bay, and the Lakers got payback on October 25th with a 2-0 win there. Puck has dropped, and the new season is underway. The Lakers in their Hartford Whaler-esque green jerseys against the Lancers in their blue with yellow trim. Pass back to line. It's right through the defenders and sent down the ice. Jordan Sladix getting the start in net to begin the season for Nipissing. Plays it up to Hennessy. They got lost on the near side point. Now sent back to the middle. And Lana Durez, one of the alternate captains this year, plays it out. Maybe getting away with a tripping call there. Abby Lunny, the captain for the Lakers this year, can't get the puck away from the Lancers as they keep it in. Perry to the left side. Lancers trying to set up in the middle. That's knocked off a stick, sent around to the near side. And now played out. Your officials tonight, Devin Marson and Kevin Connolly. The linesmen, Corey Clearmont and Dave Wright. Perry behind the net, sends it to the near side. It's lost off the stick, and now it's picked up. Pimomo with the shot in. That one stopped. Talia Fisher goes in, takes an awkward spill into the corner. Sent out to the neutral zone. Chemhus off her stick, but corrals it, feeds it across to the far side. And the Lakers' LaBerge feeds it down the right wing. Pass up ahead to Talia Fisher coming in. There's a shot deflected wide of the net. Played off the stick of Deja House. And that's House with it behind the net. Played a minute 45 in this game, no score. Kosak lets it go by here. That will be icing called. And our first stoppage in play. So Jordan Sladix coming into this one. This is her third season with the Nipissing Lakers. Has played in 7 games in her first 2 years with the Lakers. Had a 1.45 goals against average and .928 save percentage. And went 2-1 in 4 games last season with Nipissing. Going up against Rebecca Noble, who's got 1 year of OUA play under her belt. Played in 9 games last year with the Lancers. Went 5-3 with a .938 save percentage, 1.66 goals against average. Being pressured here as the Lakers continue with the puck in the zone. That's Megan Hayhurst, one of the veterans of this Lakers squad. They definitely have quite a few returners, but are certainly missing some big names, including a couple of the franchise leaders in points and goals, with Maggie McKee and Mallory Dominico moving on. Graduating after 6 years with the Lakers between the pair of them. Radovic can't catch up to this one. And the Lakers do clear it out. Hennessy trying to muscle her way to the puck. Lakers come in offside, though, as Hennessy was late retreating. 2:54 gone to open this game. No score, just the one shot on net for Nipissing. That's Lana Durez in the middle for the Lakers, and Michaela Mailhot for the Lancers. The Lakers win the draw. Played up ahead by Snyder, one of the newcomers. Durez flips it around the boards. LaBerge trying to feed that one back in the middle. Gets blocked And the Lancers looking to clear. Snyder coming over. Chips it back in along the end boards, but Mailhot picks it up. She feeds it over to Maggie Matani, and she's able to send that one out of the zone. Snyder on the back end. Has control. Plays it up ahead quickly. Lissa Svensson tried to move it in the neutral zone. They'll try the other side now, off the stick of Hennessy, but Rutledge coming in, and she's got possession now for the Lancers. Moreau. Chemhus is able to block that one. Sends it back into the zone. Very quickly, the Lancers send it back out. Lancers looking to set up in the attacking zone. Lakers breaking up the play. Onto the stick of Kosak. And sent back down the ice. Couple of hard hits on the near side boards. Comes out to the zone. Lunny plays it back to Kosak. Now up to LeBerge. Now back to Lunny. Captain coming in. Gets around the defense on the backhand. Shot is stopped. Noble able to cover the post and keep the pad down for the save. 4.5 gone in this one. And no score. So the Lakers losing Maggie McKee, who is the team's all-time leader with 109 points and 84 assists. Mallory Dominico also graduating. She's the all-time leader with 57 career goals. Madison Demarais, who represented Team Canada at the FISU World University Games in Italy last February, has also moved on. So those are three major names that aren't out there with the Nipissing Lakers this year, and they were a major part of the success that the Lakers have had over the last number of seasons. Noble played it off the net inadvertently. Bridget Cameron moving through the neutral zone, down the right side. Puts on the brakes on the glass, tries to get it to the middle. It's knocked off a skate and played out to the neutral zone. Fired back in by Lizzie Bird. And the whistle's blown. The head coach, Darren Turcotte, said coming into this one that he doesn't really expect anyone to fill their shoes. Certainly big shoes to fill when you have two players who eclipse the century mark in terms of points. But he said it's definitely going to be a production by committee this year. A lot of good role players over the last couple of years now stepping into bigger roles for the Nipissing Lakers. That one shot just wide. But he really likes the depth of the team this year. Of course, they also don't have Chantel Sandquist in between the pipes this year, who is the all-time leader in wins and save percentage and goals against average for the Lakers. Here come the Lancers trying to get their first shot on net, but that one's blocked. Good job by the defense to collapse in the middle. And the Lakers' Haley Howe dumps it in. Windsor Lancers, also a very young team this year. Onto the stick of Rowan Hu, and she just missed the net on the glove side of Sladix. That puck played off the boards right in front of the Lakers bench, and it's sent down the ice. So the Lancers don't have Maggie Peterson, who led the team with 18 points last year. She's graduated. Maggie DeWolf-Russ, who led the team with 12 goals. She is no longer here. And the Lancers, who missed the playoffs last year for the first time in 3 years, are hoping that this youth movement can get them back going in the right direction. Benjamin sends it across. She finished 4th in points last year on this Lancers team, and there's going to be a tripping call. And the Lakers will be penalized. They're going to the box first today. Last year, the Lakers took the third most penalties in the league. They were shorthanded 84 times. They allowed 17 power play goals against for a 79.8 PK percentage, which ranked 11th in the league. And special teams are such a huge part of women's hockey here in the OUA, so head coach Darren Turcotte would like to see those numbers increase slightly. Nice block there on the defensive side by the Lakers. Esther Brooks, in her freshman year with the Lancers, tried to set it up at the line, but couldn't be controlled back there. And now the Lakers are going to kill some time on this PK with already 35 seconds gone. 12 and a half to play in the period. Matani stops on the boards, looking to the net, still holding it. Plays it to the near side to Cameron. She skates to the middle, back to Matani. Shot deflected high and off the glass onto the half boards. Kicked around. The captain, McKibben, plays it along the end boards. It's back out to the blue line. Now across to Cameron. Gets the shot in, but again goes wide. May have deflected off Svensson in front of the net. Into the corner. That's controlled by Stevenson. Back to the point. Shot comes in, deflected away. Tegan Perry on that one. 40 seconds remaining in the penalty to Svensson. Lancers having a hard time getting it out of the zone. LeBerge with a shot to net, tipped, and it's in! Nipissing get on the board on a shorthanded goal. It looks like it's Lana Derez who got the last touch. And with 20 seconds remaining on their penalty kill, the Lakers suddenly have a 1-0 lead. The Windsor Lancers did not allow a shorthanded goal at all last season. While the Lakers scored just one shorthanded goal all of last year. So not a bad way to get the season started by matching your total from last season in that department. Out of the box is Svensson, as she is hounding down Matani, who's doing everything she can to just hold the puck in her possession. Now they get it over to Esther Brooks. Esther Brooks down the right side, fires it in. It's in and out of the glove of the goaltender Sladix and sent out of the zone. .9:15 played in the first period. 1-0 Lakers lead. And the Lakers are going right back to the box. Head contact is the call, and that's going against Peyton Gabruk. And so the Windsor Lancers get a chance to answer right back. They scored 11 power play goals on 88 chances last year for a 12.5 power play percent. That ranked 12th in the league. Moreau to the right side, Cameron. So that number one power play unit getting right back out there. They've lost the puck. They're coming down the ice again. Head coach Deanna Iwanika of the Windsor Lancers looking to see a little more production out of her group on this power play opportunity. At the line, Moreau to the left side, Perry. Played in behind the net. Stevenson into the corner, battling there. And it's set down the ice. Moreau in behind the net, looking to center it. Nobody in between the hash marks for the Lancers. And the Lakers send it right back down again. 50 seconds remaining in the power play. Estabrooks coming down the ice on the right side. Estabrooks has a room. Kick save made by the goaltender Sladix. Matani now trying to feed it into the corner. She gets the puck back. Back into the corner. Looking in the middle. Matani's shot goes off the glove and then skipped up high. 30 seconds to go in the power play for the Lancers. They come in onside. Mailhot looking to set it up. She had Benjamin in front but couldn't connect on the pass. Down to the point, Matani across the left side. Shot comes in. Blocked in the middle. Picked up again by Mailhot. She finds Matani. Back to Mailhot. Trying to center herself. The pass into the middle is knocked away but controlled over there by Phoebe Gow. Gow into the corner. Played back to Gow. Gabrick is out of the box. We're back to 5-on-5 play. And it's going to be 0 for 2 for the Lancers on their first 2 power plays of the game. Benjamin tries to feed it in front on the backhanded pass. It ends up on the stick of Who. Played in along the end boards. Lakers get a big slap at it, and now it's controlled by Chemus. And she does clear it. Stevenson tried to fake out the official there, but they weren't buying it. .8:15 to go in the first period. 1-0 Lakers lead thanks to the shorthanded goal from Lana Durez. Elizabeth LeBerge getting the assist. Lakers inside the attacking zone. Hennessy feeding it to the half boards. Tosak back to Hennessy. Gives up possession to Durez. Now to the point. Ella Allen sends it in, and it's covered up.
We'd like to thank their season sponsors, including the Andre Purcell team, Necessities, Eastside Americas, Source for Sports, and Crane Energy for all of their support of their hockey program.
Lana Durez last year played 24 games, put up 10 points, 3 goals, and 7 assists. This is her 4th season in the OUA with the Lakers. Centering pass to the captain, Lunny, and she just missed. Was point blank against the goaltender Noble, but shot it right into the breadbasket. 7:35 to go in this first period. Lakers very, very close to being up by 2. And the Lancers having a tough time getting out of the zone. At the point, the Lakers almost gave it away, but then some fancy footwork there by Ella Allen to keep it in. Now Lunny couldn't hold it along the boards. Pomomo skating out, and now they'll have to play it from their own end. Ella Allen up to Lunny, couldn't get it out. Poke check that time by Lunny. And that's making Cameron chase it all the way to her own blue line. LeBerge across to the far side. Svensson is able to get it out. But here come the Lancers again. Cameron on the right side takes a shot. Takes a slow deflection off the skate of McKibben, I believe. And then Sladix had to jump all over it to smother it. Jordan Sladix, 20-year-old out of Strathroy, Ontario. Played with the Blue Water Hawks before coming to the Lakers of the OUA. Playback underway. The Lancers send it in just wide of the net. Svensson lost it. The Lancers right there on the doorstep, but against Sladix, makes the stop. So the Lakers come into the season off back-to-back East Division titles. They beat Toronto by 2 points, as the Lancers can't beat Sladix on that shot there. Lakers won their quarterfinals over Queens, swept them in 2 games before they lost 2 nail-biters to Waterloo in the semifinals. They lost 2-0 on the road in Game 1. They came back for Game 2, and they lost a 4-3 double overtime to end their season against the Warriors. And this is a team that's been so close so many times over the last couple of years. Here comes the Lakers. That's Melissa Svensson there. Whipped around the boards to the far side. Up to the line. Snyder can't keep it in. And now it's a foot race to it as Esther Brooks is going one-on-one. Shot kick save made. The rebound right on the doorstep, but Batani is blocked again by Sladix. And that's going to be 7 saves for Sladix already in this contest. Talked about some of the forwards who have big shoes to fill, looking to provide that offense, but certainly Sladix has some big shoes to fill as Chantel Sandquist graduated. She was the #1 goaltender for the Lakers over the last couple of seasons. She was 14-9-0 last year. It's not breaking that up into overtime or shootout losses. But at one point, she was the lone goaltender, and it wasn't until the new year. She was the lone goaltender in the OUA who had not dropped a game in regulation time. She ended the year with a 1.69 goals against average and a .941 save percentage. So, yeah, big shoes to fill. But Sladix, so far, pretty good. Making 8 stops, including that one right there, with 5:04 remaining in the first period. Sandquist in 78 games had a career record of 53-22 and only allowed 127 goals for a .935 save percentage, 1.68 career goals against average. Was an excellent addition to this program by head coach Darren Turcotte. But it is a new era, so to speak, for the Nipissing Lakers. And they're off to a good start. 1-0 on the shorthanded goal by Lana Durez, one of the alternate captains this year. Played back into the Lakers zone. Ella Allen in control. Fed up ahead onto the stick of Primomo. She feeds it down the right side to Hayhurst. Megan Hayhurst puts on the brakes, goes back to the boards, gets pushed off the puck, and the Lancers get it out. It's Allen again. Up ahead, off a stick of Taylor Yo, and it's sent out of play. The Lakers also had a number of sisters playing on this team over the last couple of years, but now Megan Hayhurst and Elizabeth LeBerge are all alone. Their sisters graduating last year, and we also had the Dominico sisters from North Bay donning the Lakers jersey together for a number of years. So no family connections on the team this year. Hayhurst gets taken down at the blue line. Maybe a surprising non-call against the Lancers on that play. LeBerge feeding it down the ice. Off a skate, and now slapped in by Yo. Yo, a North Bay native, and yes, she is the niece of Ottawa Senators assistant coach Mike Yo. As the Lakers, Lancers circle, there's a shot from point blank, but it's blocked off a stick, but the Lancers still controlling the puck here. Sent to the far side boards. Trying to slap that one out of the zone is Svensson. And Svensson will now skate out of the zone with it. Gets behind the defense towards the net. Plays it in front, and Hennessy can't bury it. perfectly set up. Hennessy was skating in, almost undetected by the lone defender. Now she centers it, and Durez sends it just wide off the redirect. Behind the net, Kosak plays it to the middle, but no one is there. And the Lancers are able to skate it out. 2.5 to play. There's a turnover. Hebert going in. The shot save made by Sladix. Just keeps the blocker's side arm down.
Tomorrow, as they take on the Concordia Stingers. Match will start at 4 o'clock. If you can't make it to the rink, be sure to follow the game live on OUA.TV.
Big weekend here at Memorial Gardens. And for Nipissing Lakers Athletics all together, there's a couple soccer games going on tomorrow at the RJ Surtees Complex, and we've got a couple of Lakers hockey games here at Beauart Longyear Memorial Gardens. The women will host Queens tomorrow before they begin a 4-game road trip. Lancers playing it in front of the net. That one's steered away. Picked up in the neutral zone. Up to Stevenson, who makes a really nice move to gain some room, but then the shot comes from far outside, and it's another stop by Sladix. .146 remaining in the first period. Lancers buzzing around the net off the draw. Puck still loose. Lakers pick it up. And it's Promomo out of the zone, developing a 2-on-1. Lunny with the shot. Save made. And the rebound redirects to the far side corner. Promomo taken out in the corner. Lakers get it back. They're right on net there, but they can't get a shot towards the net. Cameron trying to get it out. She gets blocked. Fisher sends it wide of the net. Lunny with it. Into the corner. Plays it to the middle. Under the circle is Promomo. She tries to play it to line. It skips over the stick of Kosak. Tessa Kosak lost it. Stolen. In on net. Save made. Rebound chance. And it's in. With 59 seconds left in the period, the Windsor Lancers have evened this game. Bridget Cameron with the goal. It was a turnover at the Lakers blue line. And you know head coach Jaron Turcotte will address that in the locker room. Bridget Cameron in her sophomore season opening the scoring for the Lancers in the 25-26 campaign. She had 3 goals in her freshman year last year. Trying to center that one as the Lakers looking to respond here. It gets sent out of the zone and another turnover. But Sladix comes out to play it. It steers it aside. Hennessy trying to bring it into the zone. A penalty coming up against the Lancers. That shot goes high off the glass. Lakers get the extra attacker out there. Ella Allen with a shot, deflected off a defender's stick, and as Mailhot touches it, the whistle is blown. 7 seconds remaining in the first period, and the Lakers will get their first power play of the game. Stacia Hebert into the box for hooking. And so the Lakers, who led the league last year with 24 power play goals, led the league with 25.5% on the power play percentage, get their first chance to work at it. And it's a very short chance, but it will carry into period number 2. 20 minutes are in the books The Lakers and the Lancers evened at 1. I'm Matthew Sukrum. Thank you so much for joining us on OUA TV tonight. Second period coming up in just a few minutes. Stay tuned. Welcome back. Matthew Sukram with you here. It is a 1-1 game between the Lakers and the Lancers. But the Lakers get to start this period with almost a full power play. Play behind the net. Lunny to the left side. Down to the point. On the stick of Primomo. Back to left side. Now Lunny behind the net. Lets it go by. Played out of the corner by Kosak. Kosak flips it back to Lunny. Lunny skates away from danger. Gets it out in front to the corner. Back to the middle. Hennessy's shot gets blocked. And the Lancers are able to get it down the ice. 1 minute to go on the power play for the Lakers. And the Lancers just take a slap at that one and send it the other way. LeBerge up ahead to Fisher. Fisher moves it around one defender, but they can't gain control in the attacking zone. Played back to LeBerge with 40 seconds to go in the Lakers' first power play of the game. Now they bring it in. Svensson along the boards to the line. LeBerge back to Svensson. Takes a shot. Glove down and smothered as Rebecca Noble will make her 8th save of the game. Quick recap of the first period. Lana Durez scored shorthanded at 8:05. Assist from Elizabeth LeBerge. And it stayed that way right until the final minute of the first when Bridget Cameron scored for the Lancers, unassisted on a breakaway. That tied the game 1-1. This puck sent down the ice. Play back out in front, and it's stopped by Sladix. Now pass to the middle. Matani gets knocked down. No call coming against the Lakers there. But we are back to 5-on-5 play now. So the Lakers 0 for 1 on their chance. The Lancers went 0 for 2 and gave up that shorthanded goal. So does that make them -1 overall? I don't know. Cameron trying to move it out. Into the middle. Now on the stick of Howe. Haley Howe tries to feed it to the middle. That gets blocked. The Lancers doing a really good job keeping pace with the Lakers out of the gate in this one, but that puck is bouncing, and it just kind of skipped by Haley Howe. But the Lancers goaltender, Rebecca Noble, saw that one coming in. As I was saying, the Lancers are doing a really good job keeping pace to begin this period, and on the back check, not making anything easy for the Lakers entering the zone, and they really had to do that out of the gate as the Lakers did have that power play, but now we're back to even strength, and let's see if they could settle in and maybe force the issue a bit here. There's a shot coming in towards the net. That one's steered away. Kosak behind the net for Nipissing. Moved out to the neutral zone. Lancers looking for possession. Radovich in a good battle along the boards. Sent out of the zone by Snyder. Radovich lost the puck. Deflected off the stick of Hennessy out to the neutral zone. And that one's sent down the ice by Yo. The Lancers start this season with a 2-game road swing. They are in York. There's a chance for Svensson. That shot is off the blocker of the goaltender Noble and out to the neutral zone. It's now controlled by Radovich. Radovich gets knocked into the boards, and the Lakers will clear it again. Picked up in the neutral zone by Howes. She plays it across to the near side. And it's carried in by Stacia Hebert. Now play behind the net. Mailhot looking to set it to the line. Shot comes in, that's blocked. Way too much traffic in front. That comes out of the zone and sent back in. Or maybe it didn't. Looks like the linesman did not put the arm up for the offside. So play continues in the zone. And the Lancers now have possession. Lost it in the middle. Gain it right back. Turnaround shot. And that one is a blocker save made by Sladix. Almost 5 minutes into this period. 1-1 the score. Benjamin plays it to the near side to Perry. Played on the line. Hebert lost it. Hennessy trying to move down the ice with it. But it's the Lancers who end up with control, and they play it back to their own netminder. And Hennessy, after a long shift, gets off the ice. Sent back into the Lakers zone as Kosak has it. She plays it to Lunny on the near side. Lunny up the middle. Fisher in control. Lakers into the zone. Fisher, her shot deflected wide of the net. Now controlled by Pimomo. She skates to the line with it. Now to the circle. Plays it on net. There's a chance right in front for Lunny, but she gets her shot smothered by Noble for the stop. 11 saves by Noble, 13 by Sladix, and 1-1 is the score. So the Lancers will be in Toronto tomorrow to play the York Lions, and then their home opener is next Friday as they host the Guelph Griffins. Down the ice. Matani moving in, takes a shot that just goes wide. Really nice shot from Matani. She had Sladix going to her blocker side, and then she shot across her body on the glove side, and it just missed wide of the net. Gow to the point. Matani almost lost that one. Gets it back, feeds it along the end boards. 6:20 gone in the period. As it's controlled by Speechley, she puts it towards the net. Missed on the blocker side. Off the far side boards. Gabruk sends it out. And now it's LeBerge in control. Plays it up to Fisher. Stolen by Hu. And Hu coming in with speed. Plays it on net. And it's steered away by Sladix. Madison Noman sends it in, and that will be icing against Nipissing. 7 minutes gone to begin the second period. 1-1 the score. And that doesn't allow the Lakers a chance to change personnel. They were hemmed in their zone pretty good. So we'll see what kind of energy they have left on this shift. In behind the net. Backhanded chance goes off the mask of Sladix. She makes the save. And then one of the Lancers players, Amber Esterbrooks, almost fell on top of Sladix. Everyone appears to be okay, and that was a big save by Sladix because it allows the Lakers to get that change they were looking for. Pimomo will come out to take the draw, but it's the Lancers who win it. Hebert from the point gets it in, and Sladix had to be quick to smother that one. Kosak fires it out of the zone. Perry kicks it to her stick. And now she comes in onside, but meets a wall and that wall's name is Carly Pomomo. And that allows the Lakers to clear it down the ice. Way out of her net there was Noble, and she had to really make a quick decision there with Lunny pressuring on the forecheck, but here come the Lancers again. There's a shot, and it's off the glove, and then it skipped to the stick side of Sladix, but no harm, no foul on that play. Pomomo skating through the zone, gets knocked off the puck, but Lunny follows her in. Lunny takes a shot on net, steered away by the goaltender Noble. Played around to the near side boards. LeBerge sends it to the middle. That's on the stick of Howe. Delayed penalty. No, excuse me. I thought I saw the goaltender coming out of the net there for a second. Play continues inside the Lakers zone. Excuse me, the Lancers zone as the Lakers looking for possession here. Perry trying to get it out for the Lancers. Plays it behind her own net. Pinching in is LeBerge. Battle continues in the corner. The Lancers are able to send it out. This won't reach the end boards, and so play will continue here. Chemus into the middle. Onto the stick of Yo. Yo lost it in the neutral zone. Couple of hits along the boards. And now Speechley brings it in. Speechley trying to center it. Steered away by Chemus. Lakers gain control in the corner. Chemus in behind the net to LeBerge. LeBerge out to the neutral zone. Gets it almost onto the stick of Hayhurst. She would have been all alone on a breakaway, but they couldn't complete the pass, and then the Lancers come right back down, and they get a shot towards the net. Lancers look to bring that out. It's now on the stick of Ella Allen of the Lakers. Allen going in, plays it on net, that's wide. Fisher on the half boards. In behind the net. The Lancers, Moreau on the backhand, gets it out of the zone. The Lakers send it right back in. Now Fisher steals it behind the net. Plays it to the half boards. Nice give and go here. Kosak carries it behind the net. Tries to come out in front. And the shot goes off the shoulder. Played out. Lancers gain control. Radovich coming in. Played it behind the net. But losing that one was Stevenson. Hugh can't keep it in. It's Svensson going the other way. Still stuck on the boards on the far side, but now it's Lancers in possession with 9 minutes to play in the second period. Both teams looking to break this deadlock. Shot in and steered away by Sladix. In the middle of the zone, Noman plays it up ahead. Now controlled by Aim. Liberty Aim sends her shot off a stick and out of play. Lancers win the draw. Lakers keep it in. Good pinch in on the far side by Snyder. Out to the neutral zone, carried by Benjamin. She has some support here, drops it back. Now the shot in, deflected by Benjamin, but stopped again by Sladix. High stick is going to be the call on that play, and the faceoff will be outside the zone. The Lakers last season went 10 consecutive games without a regulation loss from October 25th to January 4th. They went 9-0-0-1, and that streak began against these Windsor Lancers when they beat them 2-0 in overtime in Windsor, and it carried them all the way into the new year. That first game after the Christmas break against Ontario Tech ended in a 2-1 loss for Nipissing and snapped what was a 10-game streak where they did not lose in regulation. It was quite the impressive performance, but the year prior, they went and had a 13-game win streak, and that didn't even include one where they lost in an overtime or shootout. But then the Lakers also, near the end of the season, went 6 consecutive games without winning in regulation. So to say they were a bit of a streaky team last year kind of puts the bow on the season. There's a hard slap shot from the point, but it's blocked. Delayed offside here. The Windsor Lancers had a 6-game streak where they didn't lose in regulation. Here come the Lakers putting it towards the net. It's frozen by Noble. That streak began on October 26th when they beat Carleton 4-1, and it went up until November 22nd where they lost 4-1 to Carleton. They went 5-0-0-1 in that span. But the most games they dropped in a row were 3, although it happened twice, from November 22nd to November 30th, and then again from January 18th to January 31st. Matani behind the net, plays it to the near side to Holohan. Lancers not able to get out of the zone. Cameron plays it up ahead. This time they will. But LeBerge very quickly over the red line and dumping it in. Matani behind the net with 6.5 to play in the period. They get it out. Nope. Sorry, they did get it out. LeBerge was not able to come back in onside. Chipped back into the Lancers zone. Matani sends it around the end boards, played up to the far side. Sent back around the end boards. Fisher stuck in the far side corner. She plays it behind the net to Lunny. Lunny coming out in front, spins around, takes a shot that's stopped. 14 saves in the game for Noble. Lakers continuing the pressure here. Allen to Fisher. Fisher tried to find Lunny behind the net. Pass goes wide of her stick. And now taken down behind the net was Matani. And they are going to call that on Fisher. It will be the third power play of the game for the Windsor Lancers. They are 0 for 2. And the Lakers' only goal has come shorthanded. Fisher is in her 3rd season with the Nipissing Lakers. 8 penalty minutes in both her freshman and sophomore season. And she's serving her first penalty of the season right now. Stolen at the line by Durez, and she sends it down the ice. Durez, the goal scorer of note for the Lakers in this game. Lancers looking to set up. There's a shot by Perry, and it's blocked by Sladix. Gives up the rebound into the corner. Perry carries it to the half boards. Gets possession to the near side. Now it's back to Perry at the line. Played into the middle. Nice pass to the right side as Cameron takes the shot and it fires wide of the net. McCubbin battling for it. Moreau with a little poke check. Plays it to the boards, and the Lancers are going to be penalized here on that play. Looks like Snyder was taken out by Larissa Stevenson. And yes, hooking will be the call. So there's 55 seconds remaining in the penalty to Fisher. And then the Lakers, unless there's any other calls, will be on the power play. So 4 on 4 for the next few minutes. Larissa Stevenson in her first OUA game. Getting sent to the box on that play. 25 seconds remaining in the penalty to Fisher. Play to the middle. Looking to take the shot. Lundy looking for the puck. Nobody can find it. It's played now off the boards by Chemus to the line to Kosak. Now walking in. Her shot is blocked. 10 seconds to go in the penalty to Fisher. Puck frozen in the far side. 3 seconds ago, the Lancers clear it, but Fisher comes out of the box, and now the Lakers have a 5-on-4 for the next minute. Svensson can't hold it in the middle, but it's picked up by Hayhurst. She skates it, tried to center it, nobody there. Svensson finds it again. Played into the corner, Fisher behind the net. Onto the stick of Hayhurst. She plays it to the point. Snyder across to LeBerge. Shot in, kicked over to Svensson. She was right there, but she fans on the shot. 30 seconds remaining. LeBerge plays it in front, deflected and played out by the Lancers. 20 seconds to go on the abbreviated power play for Nipissing. Looking to get one more chance into the zone. Here comes Durez. Lana Durez skating behind the net, bringing it to the middle. Skates to the right side now, circling the zone. Plays it across the far side. 2 seconds to go. Penalty's over. We're back to 5-on-5, but the Lakers still in control. Shot comes in, and it's stopped by Noble. So after back-to-back penalties, we're right back where we started. 1-1 the score remains with 2.5 to play in the second period. Lakers on the board here. They were only shut out once all season last year. That was a 3-0 loss at the hands of the Guelph Griffins back on February 14th. And the Lancers were shut out twice last season. They lost 2-0 to the Nipissing Lakers at home. And they lost to Toronto Metropolitan 1-0 on November 29th. Playback underway after head coach Darren Turcotte had a few words with the officials. 2:15 to play as the Lancers looking to get out of their zone. Who lost it? Who regains it? Played around to the far side. Liberty aim, can't hold it there for the Lakers. It's touched by a player on the bench. And the faceoff will be just outside the Lancers. Oh, sorry, that's going to come back inside the Lancers zone. Off the skates and face-off control by the Lancers. Fisher gets control after Benjamin took a spill coming over the blue line. Lancers steal it right back. Estabrooks was taken down at the blue line there. Stick may have gone around her midsection, but nothing gets called, and now it's a 2-on-1. Sent right to Pomomo, and her backhand is just high. Carly Pomomo was set up beautifully by Talia Fisher, and this will be icing called against the Lancers. But the Lakers, with what turned into a golden opportunity late in the period, just could not convert. Face-off won by the Lancers. Sent out to the blue line. Lakers try to push it back in deeper into the zone. At the blue line, the Lakers will carry it out. That's Derez on the carry. Played it back to LeBerge in behind her own blue line. And now the Lakers get stripped of the puck. Benjamin trying to make something happen here. She gets pushed into the corner and taken down. And now the Lakers have numbers going the other way. Just out of the reach of Svensson. But Moreau couldn't get it back out. Now it's sent to the middle, but Svensson couldn't get the shot off. 35 seconds remaining in the second period. It started 1-1. And this one is leaning towards ending 1-1 as well. Bird with a shot from the line. That's wide of the net. Sent out of the zone. Lancers player taken down behind the play. Here comes a shot. That's stopped. But the redirect goes right to the stick of Karen, and she shoots it high. Hennessy taken down right at the end of the play. Right at the end of the period. And now she retaliates. The officials' arms are up, and we may have some offsetting penalties here. The second period started with a Lakers power play. They might get a power play to start the third period, but we'll wait to see what the call is, and we'll figure that out for you when the third period begins. It was 1-1 after 20. It's 1-1 after 40. I'm Matthew Sukram, and we will be back on OUA TV from Boart Longyear Memorial Gardens in just a few minutes.
Shots on goal in the second period for the Windsor Lancers 8 for a total of 20. For the Windsor Lakers 8 for a total of 16. Fans, thanks to Lakers Women's Hockey would like to thank their season sponsors, including North Bay Machining Center, Traverse City Paving, North Shore Convenience, Dr. Jim Limehouse, and Downall Cabinets for all of their support of our student athletes. Fans, reminder you can also catch your Women's Lakers back in action here at Memorial Gardens tomorrow. As they take on the Queens
Welcome back. Matthew Sukram with you here. 20 minutes left on the clock in regulation time in this one. And the Lakers, like the second period, are starting out the third on the power play. And there's some speed going to the net. But it's a big early save in the third period made by Rebecca Noble as she stopped Carly Primomo, who had a really good chance near the end of the second period. Still looking for her first career OUA goal in her first career OUA game. So 1:37 on the clock on the power play as the Lakers drew a penalty right at the end. Kiana McKibben got called for body checking. So the Lancers, like I said, starting shorthanded, but they survived a Lakers power play right out of the gate in the second period as well. And now down to 110, but with some speed going in. Primomo again, this time it's in. Third time's the charm for Carly Primomo. It's a Lakers power play goal. It's the first of her OUA career. And Nipissing lead 2-1. She broke in down the right wing side 3 times. Once near the end of the second period. Once about 30 seconds prior to the goal. But it's that third one. This time she shoots top shelf over the stick side shoulder. And Rebecca Noble bit just a little bit to give her the opening. And now the Lancers in a 1-goal hole for the second time in this game.
Nipissing Lakers power play goal scored by number 19, Carly Primomo. Assist by number 6, Tessa Kosek. Time of goal, 19 minutes, 9 seconds. That's Lakers Primomo, Kosek at 19:09.
Primomo from Etobicoke, Ontario. Got some action in the NCAA with Dartmouth the last couple of years before coming over to the Nipissing Lakers. Played most of her junior career with the Brampton Junior Canadettes of the Provincial Women's Hockey League. Kosak pulls down Tegan Perry. And so with the Lakers just pulling ahead, check that wasn't Kosak, it was Anna Snyder. With the Lakers just having pulled ahead, they're now going to have to reset and regroup as they go back on the penalty kill. This is the 4th power play of the game for the Lancers. They have yet to score on any of them, and that one just trickles wide of the net. But no better time like the present to get that first one for the Lancers. That goal by Primomo scored at 51 seconds, so the Lakers have a shorthanded goal and a power play goal, but Windsor has the only 5-on-5 goal tonight. Now they're trying to score on the power play. 2:50 gone to open up the third. That one's sent down the ice, and now Hennessy in a foot race to it. Hennessy gets the puck first. Hennessy drags it in front, and she scores! Jill Hennessy with the second shorthanded goal of the night for Nipissing. And the Lakers, all of a sudden, have a 3-1 lead. The 21-year-old Hennessy was one of the Lakers' breakout players last year. 12 goals and 17 points in her freshman season. She'll add 1 tonight to begin her sophomore season. And how about Nipissing, who scored 1 shorthanded goal all the year last year, has 2 tonight.
Nipissing Lakers shorthanded goal scored by number 96.
So now the Lancers have some work to do. Here's Moreau with a shot. Big save, rebound comes out, and that one's just wide. Tegan Perry, who drew the call to get the Lancers on the penalty or on the power play, almost gave them a power play goal. Lancers still out shooting Nipissing, 21-19, but down by 2. Stevenson plays it to the middle. Off the boards, Moreau backhands it back into the corner. Stevenson there, back to the point to Moreau. Moreau to the right side, Perry shot just goes wide of the net. Stevenson, Moreau, shot gets through, backhanded chance, Sladich with the kick save, puck still loose, she's on her back, we're back to 5-on-5 play as the puck goes to the far side corner and the Lakers are able to get it out and escape what looked like it was going to be a Lancers late power play goal. Both teams with big chances here in the third, but the Lancers not able to convert just yet. Down the ice. Here come the Lancers attacking again. That one just wide of the net. Shot by Mailhot. And now Nipissing bringing it out. Kosak down the left wing towards the net. She puts on the brakes, goes into the corner, feeds it in the middle. That one's turned away. Lunny and Kosak trying to combine on the corner here, but that one's taken away and it's sent down the ice. Racing the other way is Benjamin. Benjamin gets behind the defense. Benjamin through the 5-hole. She scores. Alyssa Benjamin makes it a 1-goal game. Alyssa Benjamin from Nanaimo, BC. In her 5th year. She put up a career-high 16 points last year with 10 assists, also a career high. Scored 6 goals a year ago, just 2 shy of her career high, which she set in 23-24. And with 5:45 gone in the third, it's back to a 1-goal game. The Lakers jumped out, scoring twice early. A shorthanded goal. And a power play goal. But the Lancers get one right back. And we have another tight game on our hands. Here come the Lakers. There's a shot, and Noble will smother that one. The Lakers are 14-3 all-time against Windsor, dating back to 2014. Lakers actually had a 12-game winning streak over Windsor from October 2016 through to November of 2023. Lancers looking to bring the puck out. Perry down the right side. Centers it. But Radovich couldn't get a shot off. Haley Howe trying to get it out off a couple of skates, and it is out. but very quickly regained in control by the Lancers. Now they turn it over. Lakers trying to go the other way. A collision at the blue line, and that will allow the Lancers to go down the ice. A shot from Perry. It's stopped. Nice block there. Cutting across, looked like Chemhus, and it's Chemhus who has control of the puck. Feeds it down the near side boards with 7 minutes gone in the period. As is Perry in control. Perry to the middle of the zone. Skates to the left side circle. Shot comes in. It's off a skate. And it is cleared out. And it could be a 2-on-1. But an excellent defensive play. But now it's coughed up. The Lakers going in. Gaborik with a shot on the short side. And it's just wide. Lakers regain possession. LeBerge sending it in. 7.5 gone in the third period. Collision on the far side boards right in front of the bench. Nice lead pass up to Fisher. Couldn't handle the puck, and now she blows a tire going in towards the boards, and that's going to allow the Lancers to get out of the zone. But the Lakers got enough players back, and they send it the other way on the counterattack again. Here comes Fisher coming in, but the puck is just out of her reach. So Lunny goes into the corner, feeds it to Promomo. She plays it back behind the center or the goal line, trying to hook it up to Lunny. She's knocked off. And it's now the Lancers looking to move it out. One-on-one down the ice. Shot towards the net. Save made by Sladix. It was Benjamin on that shot for the Lancers. The pace has quickened here in the third. 2-on-2 into the zone. The Lancers trying to make a move towards the front of the net, but Cameron is blocked. Cameron gets the puck back to the point. Shot goes wide of the net. Ripping that one in was Deja House. And now it's Moreau at the line. Her shot is blocked. She gets it back, then gets tied up with Fisher at the line, and that puck comes out. 9 minutes gone in the third. 3-2, Lakers lead. Puck out of the zone, Hennessy chasing. She's got the GWG on her stick at the moment. Her shorthanded marker at 2:59, the one that's holding up right now for Nipissing, but the Lancers try to erase that, and it's off the crossbar and then steered away. Amber Estabrooks came that close to tying it, ringing the doorbell. But the goaltender, Sladix, not giving her enough space to let that one enter the house. .950 gone. It's Benjamin again getting tied up at the goal line. And the Lakers put it off the side of their own net. Kosak picks it up on the far side. Trying to shovel that puck out of the zone. A little bit of body contact there, no call. And now it's a 2-on-1 with limited space in the attacking zone for the Lakers, but they can't complete the pass. We have not had a whistle, I don't think, since the Lancers scored at the 5:17 mark of this period. And we are now at 10:45, so almost 5 or longer than 5 minutes gone since the last whistle. Here come the Lancers towards the net. That one steered away by Sladix. Chemu's in the corner, feeding it back around to the near side. Lancers keep it in the zone. Radovic into the corner, centered but off a skate and redirected back towards the end boards. That allows Chemus to pick it up, and do they clear? Yes, it did come out of the zone, but all the Lancers had retreated. Back in the zone. House with the shot, and that one stopped by Sladix. Stevenson. Into the corner. Stevenson gets it back behind the net. Stevenson now is trying to center it. There's a chance in the slot, but there's too many green jerseys in the way for the Lancers to do anything with it, and the puck is flipped into the Lakers bench. What a sequence there. Chances on both sides. Lakers remain ahead by a goal. It's 3-2. This is their third one-goal lead of the evening. Shot off the draw, off a body, goes wide of the net. Sladek tried to play it away, but it went right to the stick of a Lancers player, and they pushed it back towards the net. The scramble at the side, and the puck comes away from the scoring area. Lakers looking to bring that one out. Cameron now going right back the other way. She's being pressured by Fisher, and the coughs up the puck into the corner. Hebert bringing that one in. That one gets blocked. The Lakers just plugging up the middle of the defensive zone, and now they skate out of the zone with it, trying to get the pass across to Gabrick. Gabrick follows it towards the end boards. Aim in the corner now for Nipissing. Play to the boards. Lancers lost it coming out of the zone. LeBerge gets it back for Nipissing. LeBerge trying to go on a 1-on-3 into the zone just so her teammates could get a line change. And now the puck's it down the ice. That will be icing against Windsor. 6:41 to go in the third period. 3-2 for the home side. Last season, the Lancers beat the Lakers 4-1 here in North Bay on October 19th. That was their first victory in North Bay since the very first meeting between these two teams back on October 26, 2014, when they beat Nipissing 3-1. So a decade went by between the Lancers' wins here in North Bay. Lakers clear the puck up to the stick of Hennessy. Hennessy going in, centers it to Kosak, but it redirects off her stick and goes wide. I don't know if she actually got the shot off that she intended there on the far side. But what a setup from Hennessy, who's already got a goal tonight. Down the right wing side, Cameron into the middle. Deflect off a stick and goes into the corner. Now behind the net. Hard shove on the boards. Believe that's Pomomo being held there by the Lancers. The puck comes out of that area. And it's Fisher flipping it off the glass and getting it out of the zone. Played across to the far side. Onto the stick of Holohan. And Holohan, with a second chance to get it in, can't do it. Lakers just keep pushing it back the other way. LeBerge with a nice little move to get it off the boards and played out to the neutral zone. Gow to the left side. Shot comes in off the stick of Speechley. In behind the net. Lancers can't control. Lunny flips it back around on the near side. Into the middle. The centering pass is blocked by the Lakers. And they come out of the zone with it, racing down the ice. Howe. Haley Howe towards the end boards. The Lancers get it and send it down the ice. And icing will be called once again as Allen touches the puck. 4:38 to go. Time is winding down, but the Lancers coming very close to evening up this game on a couple of times.
For all their support of the Lakers women's hockey program.
Here come the Lancers. Gow with the shot in towards the net. And it's stopped by Sladix. .24 to go. Hennessy plays it out. On to the stick of Durez. Durez, 2-on-1, feeds it across, and they can't deflect that one in. It was Svensson receiving the pass. And now the Lancers going the other way. They enter onside. And it's controlled at the line. Estabrooks into the corner now. Back down to the point. Perry couldn't hold it there. And it's cleared out. 3:45 to play in this one-goal contest. Hebert down the left wing side. Puts on the brakes. Tries to center it. Not able to connect with anybody in the middle. Kosak. Behind the net, feeds it over to Chemhus, who gets it up the boards, and now it's across to Aim. Aim gets it up, trying to get it onto the stick of Noman, but she could not get that pass as Bird got in the stick lift. Nice poke check at the line by Kosak to buy her team some time, and it actually just bought her team a chance to catch the Lancers offside. Snyder sends it off the glass, but the Lakers go offside with less than 3 minutes to play now. That middle section of this period flew by. We had 3 goals in the opening 5 minutes, and then it was back and forth, up and down the ice. A run and gun style by both teams. No goals got scored, and now as we enter the final stages of the period, it's really slowed down as the Lakers getting a lot of whistles. Now Fisher, no, they won't call it offside. Fisher didn't touch the puck, although it looked like Lunny was with her, and Lunny was clearly ahead of her on the play, but she fell down at the blue line. Matani now, down the right side, takes a shot, just goes high. The goaltender Noble has left the net. It's a 6-on-5 for the Lancers. And now it's Hennessy with a goal already today, and she can't bury it in the empty net. It goes, I believe, off the crossbar and then off the near side post, and that's going to allow the Lancers to gain possession, which they give right up. Perry with 1:45 on the clock. Down the left wing, going in, there's a hard collision as Allen and Estabrooks run into each other at the line, but the Lancers do get into the attacking zone. Moreau can't hold it there, puck bouncing towards the empty net, and it's wide. Icing waved off, and Hayhurst is thrown down in front of the net, and there's no call coming there. Now there's a chance at the net, and Hayhurst gets tripped up again in front of the net. Just because there's no goaltender doesn't mean you can't give them a penalty here. The Lancers now back the other way with a minute to go. Cameron trying to move through the defense, but her shot goes wide of the net. Now the Lancers back in control at the line. The play is stopped. Hennessy from her own blue line scores. She buries the empty netter, her second of the game. And they can breathe a sigh of relief there as they gain the 2-goal advantage. It's 4-2. Hennessy had a couple of chances with the goaltender pulled. And she finally is able to put the dagger in from her own blue line. I mean, there's still 40 seconds left, and the Lancers have scored a couple of goals tonight, so we're not done yet, but the Lakers have certainly given themselves the breathing room they were looking for. Aim gets it out. Trying to hook up to Noman, but it's out of her reach, and now Radovic looking to go the other way. Lost possession. And there's 10 seconds to go. And the Nipissing Lakers are going to start out the 25-26 season with a 4-2 win over the Windsor Lancers. 2 goals from Jill Hennessy in the third period. A shorty at 2:59 and an empty netter with less than a minute to play gave the Lakers the breathing room they were looking for. Lana Durez opened the scoring with a shorthanded goal, and Carly Primomo scored on the power play. The Nipissing Lakers did not get a single 5-on-5 goal in this game, but they didn't need it, as Jordan Sladix makes 28 saves in the Lakers' home debut. Want to thank you so much for joining us on OUA TV tonight. I'm Matthew Sukram, and the Lakers are back in action tomorrow when they take on Queens. We'll have that game for you right here from Boart Longyear Memorial Gardens. Thanks so much once again, and have a tremendous rest of your Friday night.